Hello, YouTube. We're back with more games. We've got the first win of the split, not a game win, a series win for Shopify Rebellion over Dignitas. Big time. If you guys enjoyed the content, feel free to drop a like, comment, or sub. We're going to keep on trucking here, though, with reviews. Also, if you guys want to support me, hold on, I did forget one. Cubby XX, all social platforms. Minus Instagram, but who cares about Instagram? This is esports. All right, let's get into the games. All right, Shopify Rebellion. Okay, taking away some of the supportive junglers from Dig. We end up with Ashe, Bran, Leo. Wait. So Ashe, we take not Corki. There is a perk of splitting up the Ashe not, by the way. Because, like, the nice part so far for Dig is, like, we can go treads and feel pretty good here. Into Brand's Leona. It is an option, right? And we're going to have a tankier core for Dig as we're running the farming Senna. Or, farming Nautilus with the fasting Senna lane, I assume. So we can kind of tank up the initial engage. I'm still worried about a long fight, though. My thing for Dig this game, I don't get the Lilia pick. I think that Lilia is vulnerable to pick. Hello. So, I think by grabbing the not Senna in the first phase, we do get pushed pretty far down the list of AP junglers. And, like, I can also get not wanting to run a Karthus. I mean, I think these bans were significant. Like, if you get Maokai here, so maybe the stake here for Dig is just going, like, we don't have to go Senna here. Does Senna get banned? Maybe, but I feel like a Maokai would feel really good here. We have two immobiles. We can kind of play at range and try and dictate the pace of the fight in our case. Lilia is pretty vulnerable to pick. And Poppy, again, I mean, we just like have some engage here as Dig, but we have a really low damage composition. We have a comp that wants to go for a longer fight as Dignitas, and I feel like that plays well into what Shopify Rebellion has, but they have stronger lanes. There can be push mid, and bot should win early. So Dig gonna scale into the game and have to survive a little bit early. Okay. Boogie has Electrocute. I prefer Conquer on my brand, I will say. That hurts. So Spica's going to reverse clear. So start at Raptors, then going to work Lilia's way back up and around. Okay. So we're just going to leave bot to its own devices. I think that's okay. Boogie pathing to where he's going to have prio, so you get the first grab, so he's kind of chilling this game. I don't mind them buying like the 5 seconds there to actually look. And the clear that we have for Spica is able to like be pretty safe. This is the mistake though for Dig. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Dig can go for this. We are sitting on one trinket from Sven. If Sven were to walk in and drop it, I mean, it would probably have to be like right now, but that's kind of risky. We don't see Brand on top side. So, but I think going for... Yeah, Isles is trying to interrupt the Leona hook in here. But Leo goes behind. So Isles ends up being really deep. And the shift to focus on the Isles is pretty easy. So yeah, Brand Leona finds early kill. Again, bot lane really strong for SR early on. TP back, not too punishing, but it was a bit much on the step up there from Dig. So this is all fine. And put a wave. Okay. So Grubby's for SR. Oh yeah, the Elias can't walk in. Like supports here. Oh, this is... Why did... I wonder why Sven doesn't walk here. I mean, like when we're thinking about this, I don't know if it's a win or not, but leaving Naut against Ashe, like to their own devices, I think is fine early on for Naut. If Senna walks here, maybe they have a chance. Another down items. I talked about how Lilia is vulnerable here, but like they full fucking sack. Ooh. Okay. Okay. And we lose a lot of top pressure for that. Like, Licorice is pretty much cooked until he TP's back now. I say that he's forcing Fake out. Haha. Thank War. They don't have a way to spot if that word can go down. I don't like how Isles is playing this lane. I can't tell if he's trying to recall too or not. Like, if we are, I mean, yeah, like, just stand in front of the center. Also, like, you still have the chance to at least interrupt Leona on going in. Not to mention, like, block this. And then also, like, blocking the hook. And like, having Afshot going and blocking the hook. I mean, yes, Ven's the one that is backing in a bad spot and gets caught. But I think Isles can do more to help with his positioning. Well, I thought the top skirmish would actually matter for the matchup. It does not. We're both just, like, piss chilling on low health here. That's funny. Just had absolutely no impact. There we go. Good interrupt from Isles. Good TP from Insanity. Oh, no. I mean, really well played by Zazel and Boogie. But... oh, it was the Ashe arrow. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that skirmish ended up being really big because it took both of Sven's sums away and they just one-shot Sven. I mean, again, I think Isles needs to be standing in front of Zen. Like, in between Ashe and Sven in this matchup is where Isles needs to be. And because, like, the formation they have is not correct, they're getting hard punished in this. Like, you need to have your not able to catch ECA. Maybe they didn't think ECA would be back up. That's the one cope I'll give them, but yeah. All right, nice. I like the TP down from Insanity too, by the way. Like, I actually think it's like they can turn on Jensen, and that's a winning angle too. So we'll put SR. I'm a fan of that. I think Fake God. If he okay, I think that if he back clicked a little bit and is able to get out of this queue, maybe there's a world where he doesn't. He's like able to ult and get enough mana to get back. Regardless, I mean, I'm taking the trade if I'm Dig. Oh, they got Sven on the way back too. Oh, we are not. Oh no. This control ward was placed now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Well played. I mean, well played, SR, but oh boy. Okay. I mean, well played, SR. And it's just kind of the concern I have for Dig in this game is that it feels like they don't really have the lanes to support Lilia. Is Licorice rushing Black Cleaver? Oh my god. I mean, I don't think they win the bot 3v3, but like we've again, it feels like the Lilia picks like just it's a complete give, you know? Oh no. Like once we lock in Lilia, I think that Lilia is really vulnerable to this bot 3v3. Like everything wants to pick and kill Lilia down here, so we can't really play towards it, and we're just getting destroyed. Isles and Sven didn't play this matchup that well either. They really did not play this matchup well. I'm going to put more of it on Isles. I Isles in this matchup, you got to stand in between your Senna and the Ashe and Leona. You get perks from standing in between both. You can catch Leona on the way in. Isles missed a couple of those interactions and then was never able to catch Enchanted Crystal Arrow and either buffer it with an Aftershock proc or buffer it by dredgelining out. I don't... Why is Senna here before we get in the pause, by the way? Like, Rift's about the spawn? Are we just sacking it already? Like, are we just completely sacking any hope at playing into the Ashe? I guess so. Hey, good luck, Isles. Also, I gotta say, I'm pretty surprised to see the steel caps all coming out from SR. I actually thought like there was an angle for treads this game, especially for Nautilus. Oh no. Well played, Fake God. Does Fake God need to be here? Oh yeah, okay. It was called in by Boogie. Boogie gets it. Okay, well played, Fake God. Oh yeah, it's an oops from Spico. I mean, if this W's angled down a little bit more instead of that way, by the way, like if he's able to catch Lilia and go here, that Lilia's dead. Damn. I mean, I'm a big fan of Lilia. I think there are some games where Lilia can be really strong. Like in theory, like if you get going against Ashe Leona, you can be really big. But when the bot lane for SR gets this big of a lead, it's so hard to get in the game as Lilia. Yeah, it's treads for Lilia. Okay. I can't believe I'm seeing a Black Cleaver rush from Poppy, by the way. That's wild. I think it was a flash for flash here. Oh wait, Licorice Floss and this missed. Okay. Oh no, Insanity Flash too. Okay, there it is. Sorry. Sometimes it be delayed. Would have been surprised if that was the case. No dredge line buffer. No aftershock. I could try to try and get out, but still. Oh man. I don't think, by the way, that just like thoughts on lethality versus on hit Callista depends on the draft. Like this game, if you're playing Callista instead of Senna, you're going. For me, you're going on hit Callista. But then you can argue that, hey, maybe you don't need to because you have on-hit AD mid laners, so you just need to be the early bridge. Just depends on the draft. I see one's way stronger early than the other. I kind of prefer on-hit. I have a little bit of bias towards that for sure. I have bias in the game when like you aren't putting yourself on a timer. I think there are some drafts like that's going to be necessary. I mean, if a team opens with Ace Soul Smolder, yeah, you're going to be the one on timer that game. But if possible, I like drafts where you can contest early and then just outscale late. I think that's the best. Like, I do have a little bit of bias towards that in the game. So, I think on hit Callista, you have more options later on. But I think this game, you'd be on tank buster duty. But like, if you're playing Callista on blue side, I think lethality would have quite a bit of value. Kind of hard to auto against Lilia when you're going to be in range and then getting farmed. Oh my god. Sven, no! Point support. We see SR on both side lanes, but you can fix mid and then walk in as a team here. Oh no. Man, Dig's bot lane had a real rough game. Oh no. I mean, we just desynced. Like, we aren't playing with an Aunt in front of the Senna. We can hit the wave and then make that play afterwards. Because then they are forced to show on the wave and you get more info. Oh my god, Dignitas. What the fuck? Why does Jensen not go bot here? No, hold on. He has to be mid. No, does he? No, he should be on this bot wave. I mean, if he's bot, he's got a TP to the Baron, but that's fine. I take the winning wave. I'll be real. Yeah, because non TP is back to this. Like Dig's opting to play this map so narrow. This is crazy to me. The fact a B-Boy doesn't reset, holds mid, and then they just get a Baron timer. Oh my god. I guess they know Jensen wants to base. But they literally just call his bluff and send it. Wow, that is... We're sitting on all of our sweepers here. Oh no. We could blue trinket. We did blue trinket. It's too late. Wow. That wasn't great. Lilia has an okay fight going. Good flash fake god. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Lilia actually had a good fight here. Nice W from Spica. No one can be in range to interact with Lilia, but still the fact we're just dropping Baron. Oh no. Holy brand damage. Really like that angle from Insanity. Really like the force from Insanity. I guess it's just Bran. Like, this fight looks okay for Dig. We just committed in the Bran. I'll be honest. I think Spica's got a flash in here. I think Spica... Yeah, I think this has to be a flash Q from Spica. Like you have to keep the fight on your terms. Like, if you get a flash Q, like, you sleep him. I mean, yes, you might get cooked, but we are behind at this point. I think that Spica has to look. The fact that Boogie flashes in for this is kind of wild. I mean, it really is not the best opener. It just didn't matter. Sanity is a really nice fight. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Spica ended up being, like, it could have been a really big fight for Lilia, but Spica, like, wasn't able to, like, win the fight or, like, wrap it up. I mean, if we path aggressively here and flash, like, there is a world where we can hit 3 and wrap the fight. I understand not wanting to overcommit into Bran, but again, like here, I think we have to flash Q and R. I really do. Like, a Jensen gets rolled because of... Oh, Licorice also walked the wrong way. I mean, he's walking the zone Ashe out, but I think Ashe can't fight anyway, so... Yeah, and Jensen is split from the front line now. Jensen overcommitted this, for sure. Well played Insanity, by the way. That flash was really clean. Insanity played this very well. But I do think that Spica needs to, like, look to end the fight. Because this game's, like, not easy for Dig, and I think there was an angle there for a Q flash where it's quite big. Oh my god. Hello, Ashe Brand. Well, that's fun. I mean, this one weaves in. Licorice needs to catch this. Like, why is Jensen here, like, fishing for that? I mean, we know B-Boy's here. Nice find from B-Boy, but sheesh. Good force. Nice. Well played. Shopify Rebellion. Ambitious, but they get red buff for that ult. I mean, I'm actually super down for Zeyzal to burn ult to deny red buff. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I mean, I'm so baffled by, like, the formations of Dig. Like, how... I mean, like, credit to B-Boy for hitting the Ashe arrows, but at some point, how is B-Boy able to hit every Ashe arrow, you know? Onto a priority target. Like, that says something about how we're playing this formation, which, I mean, you need to have Poppy not catch ults in some of these scenarios. Like, the one time we did see not catch an ult, Dredgeline wasn't buffered, and then it was a one-shot. So yeah, I think Dig mechanically have actually a lot to think about with this game, which is a bit of a bummer. I know their laning has been pretty poor, but these are the things that I expect Dig to get right. Like, this is good from Isles. This was a good R. That was a good R. At that time, we actually caught the engage and threw out the R and found the answer, right? I mean, it's just like, there's a whole meta of Senna not and like we don't play it, we come back to it, and now like not can't stand in between Senna and the threat in a lane where like you get benefit from standing in between both champions. That's bad, you know. Good arrow from B-Boy. Licorice has to flash that one. He did not. Speak it's an ice salt here. I believe. Oh, QSS was available for Insanity. He had a Scimitar. I mean, they got behind. They played their formation poorly. Like, SR has been able to hit priority targets the entire time. But, like, bot lane falling behind, I think, really scuffed their game. And then if you're behind against Ashe, Leona, Brand, these openers, the fights are way too big for Dignitas. I also think, like, the Dig fight, like, when you go Senna into Ashe, you're electing to play longer fights both ways. I think Lilia being vulnerable to pick hurt. I think going back, I would have changed my pick on 3 to make sure that I get Maokai. And that would have made things a little bit easier for Dig to play. I don't think Lilia was quite the answer that game. Even if Lilia like has some value. And then just the formation they had, like, Not wasn't buffering anything with Dredgeline. And in the lane, like, Not, you need to stymie Leona from going in and then catch ECAs, and Not was doing neither. And bot lane got blown up by SR on some good plays, so. All right, keep going. Game 2. SR this side. Dig, changing things up. First pick Corki. Leona Brand denied. Zyra Renekton, the response. And out to the counters. Still have Kennen. But Kennen would be a lot of magic damage. So I don't mind this. Even if I hate Cassante into Renekton. I'm out of the matchup, guys. Find new shit. And this Jhin ends up getting flex mid. So Kai'Sa into Ziggs is a hard lane. But you do have the ability to attack later on. And I low-key, I don't know when and where I said it on my stream, guys. But I swear to God, I said I was waiting for Jhin mid. My reason as to why I was waiting for Jhin mid, Jhin actually gets quite a bit out of levels. I really like levels for Jhin. You're telling me you get earlier access to Curtain Call, being stronger, like more Ws. I think that he somewhat benefits from solo XP. That, and you can walk up and just burn 4th shots, which, if you are ahead in the game, easier to do that against squishy targets. So we end up having a Jhin mid. Also, Pantheon into Renekton. Pantheon saw some patch changes. Where his W now does... it was 14-11. He saw a lot of changes. So, here, we'll throw this on the screen real quick. Welcome to our Pantheon changes. So the base damage does percent HP instead of a flat number. And it scales with bonus health. Now, on Pantheon, you really want to go Cleaver first. So you get some health from that. Not to mention, like, every item that you want to build as Pantheon pretty much does have health. So that's pretty good. And you get bonus resistances, which, again, scaling with bonus health, you're building bonus health. So some of the changes they made, it really plays into the fact that Pantheon can get access to health in these brawler items early and just be stronger. Not to mention, he has a good matchup into Renekton. You can use your Q as Panth to push Renekton off the wave and somewhat control it early. And also your E, like, you can kind of survive some of the burstier combos and trading patterns from Renekton. and you get something from autoing as well. So I really appreciate some of the creativity from Shopify Rebellion. Also, being able to play fast with Jhin, with Bram, with Leona, I think has some real value. As if you are able to get on top of Corki Ziggs and Zyra, you can make shit happen. Now, we are playing full dive into Zyra. I don't like that, but we can use Pantheon to play away from Zyra into the side lane, which I do like. So I actually think Pantheon brings some like decent, unique traits. Niles has always been playing Pantheon in Challengers League, and like he's been a long time Pantheon player. He's good at hitting some timers where I feel like you can really warp the game as Pantheon. All right, so late in vid. That said, Spica is going to do the wraps. So Shopify Rebellion, the red resets, Spica's level 2, and their early game just gets scuffed. So very well done here by Dig on the defense. Ends up being pretty bad start if you are Boogie, who is 1 camp versus 3. That said, mid's going to get fucked. All right, guys. This matchup's not supposed to go this way, but go Insanity. We saw some heavy trading early. So, I mean, one thing we can look at, Jensen going for the Q auto against a 4th shot. Doesn't quite do it. So, well played by Insanity. See if we can have another trade where we get some info on what Insanity's up to. I didn't see his full runes, by the way. Another 4th shot on the Jensen. So again, just walking up and peppering some 4th shots in. That's 2. Hit the W with an auto attack and finds the solo kill. So that's not supposed to happen. Yeah, Jensen did not calculate that one. So building tank Pantheon support. Pretty wrong. I would try and like I think Black Cleaver is just the item you go on Pantheon. Yeah, you can like Pantheon brings really good gank assist. And what we've been seeing, I really like some of the evolution we've had in the meta this split, at least for top lane. I think that everyone's done answering Cassante and Renekton. Thank God. Like I think globally, you know, outside of maybe LPL, where they still really love their Cassante. We do have some insane Cassante players when you're looking at the best teams in the world. But if you bring gank assist into Renekton and set him behind in this meta, like we're seeing Ornn into Renekton played yet again. I really like that matchup if you are able to attack the Renekton. And with a lot of the meta we're seeing, like with ADs, with Ezreal, Jhin, Ashe, Ziggs, MF all being played, these are champs where you can kind of leave them bot. If they fall behind, they fall behind. Like their value comes from their abilities and are a little bit less item reliant. They're more so there for the setup and the cash in. So if you are able to focus down the Renekton early on, then you have an Ornn playing into a comp where, you know, it's not Ornn this game. Like, let's say we do have Ornn. We have 3 champs we're really strong into for just finding engages and interacting with them when they're down flash. And then, you know, MF over the top of an Ornn works out pretty well. So these are things that, like, I feel like we're seeing more teams play to attack Renekton on top side and take advantage of, like, Renekton being, like, just getting outscaled in a lot of matchups as we see Jensen go down again mid. So I appreciate some of the direction we're seeing with, like, the meta and some of the team's answers to the meta. I think that Renekton, I still think Renekton's pretty strong. I just think that teams are playing into Renekton wrong. Okay, so we get a kill mid, and then Fake God is going to ult to get Spica off. So that's at least 1 grub that goes over. That's it, though. So not the best ult on the planet. I think we're a little bit desynced here from Shopify. Insanity just burned to shit, and he's going back. But at least we get 1 grub. B-Boy doing his best to survive. Zen did burn his TP to get back down here, so it's rather tough. Here we're going to see the solo kill. Again, Jensen's just, like, taking This is a terrible trade from Jensen. He's trying to play the wave. But Insanity just sees the P-bomb go off. He forces him up. And yeah, it's a freebie. I mean, well played. Nice ult angle. Now bot side. Boogie ended up taking enemy red buff. So he's walking in after that. Speaker was on Grubs. So again, the answer for Boogie to go elsewhere. And Zazel's going to continue to play. Isles has flash, but, I mean, he's pretty cooked. And Boogie lives. I mean, we just took Grubs' dig. And for me, like, this wave's in. Like, we don't need to fight here. So, again, like, Isles taking that damage and getting engaged upon, that wave is in. We're playing for plates at that point. We just took Grubs. I think that's just not playing synced as a team. Sven sitting on a ward. That play is there for Shopify Rebellion, and we did not respect it as dig. Turns out Insanity Seaman. But he lives and he gets the TP back. You see some of these trades for Fake God. Like, it's not bad. Looks like he's going to go for Sundered Sky first, which I think it's always a Cleaver angle when you're playing Pantheon. Like, that champ, for me, Cleaver's just, like, that is his item. He benefits so much from Black Cleaver. Oh, we're going to have a swap from SR. Okay. So we get bot in. VoD catches most to top. And we're going to focus on the next grub spawn. And we already have good control. So Dig's responding to the second. They got both waves in. But on the timer, they're just going to be on the back foot. Kind of hard to retake against Brand Leona if we're here first. Nice. I appreciate this from SR. I think getting to this real estate first, like, they do this based on the swap they had. Quite good. I mean, that's really well done. B-Boy? I don't think B-Boy needed the dash in. Well played by Isles, honestly, to flip B-Boy. It wins them the post fight. Yeah, I think B-Boy played that a little bit too fast. This shouldn't be allowed. Dig shouldn't get away with this, by the way. This is a very good setup from SR. Really well done by Insanity. But there's no reason that B-Boy goes in there. He can wait. Alright, so SR have to go get other stuff. Fake God's gonna TP in and port bot with his ult. If B would it do. That's enough where they're gonna take the dragon. It is 5 grubs, and Dig are gonna take top off this just with the Ziggs. So, well done by Dig. I think B-Boy kind of gave him that opening by going in there. We didn't talk about scaling of this game. Obviously, with the Jhin, it's a little bit funky. I prefer SR in the, like, if you get a raw 5v5 team fight, I prefer SR. That said, Dig has a lot of ways to poke. So, if Dig are able to get poke off with Corki, with Ziggs, with Zyra, it's a bit more playable. But if you bust out the 5v5 immediately, it will be SR favored. As we're going to see a nice flash from Insanity to react to that Q. Hold on. Kiro, we already filmed the jungle, and I did indeed let Medic get away with some cope. I think Medic actually brings up some good points. Even if the finals was a disaster. Alright. So again, Licorice can't do much against Bran. We're giving up Herald for power onto the Pantheon and for some bot camps for Bran. Only one. So I don't think it's too hot, but I think that this is somewhat forced by Dig making that play topside to force Insanity back. So well played, Dig. Give that to them. I think Ziggs is fine this game. Like, this game's not over by any means yet. And that is Licorice's weak side, so I think fishing around here kind of an oops. Honestly. I'm not just hindsight herring this one. Like, we're on a full reset, by the way, and we have top in deep, and Licorice is, like, putzing around. Okay, so mid-outer falls. Okay. I mean, Boogie losing Flash hurts. So that should be the play now for Dig. Boogie no Flash should be the play. And they're up tempo on this dragon. Yeah, that was Jensen getting the wave there was well played. So we kind of shifted our power on the map from each of those sides. Oh, Fake Out's really scared of this wave. I think Fake Out could have played more defense here. Can we charge up a Q and fire through the creeps? Yeah, this was kind of weird, actually. Well played, Dig. Oh, they trade up. They get Drake and an inner for an outer. Worf. I mean, this game is really chill so far for Dig. I'm kind of curious how this one goes sideways. Just have to, like, stay disciplined with playing off their poke. There isn't a ton of defense for Shopfire blind against the poke. Yep. I still like how SR is, like, they're committing to taking control over certain aspects of the map. I think getting vision and forcing Dig to walk in is good for them. They need to use vision to have the owner brand work. Just a lot of handshaking in terms of our waves. Oh no. Meet Pantheon. Dude, Pantheon melts Renekton in this matchup. Like, look at this. Renekton can't do shit. I mean, I know that the brand comes and finishes it off, but Renekton can't do shit in that scenario. Wow. Well played. We're gonna see some more Pantheon, maybe? They got on to something? Looks like he's going Shojin second. That's crazy. Wow, Shojin second. I love this item. This item's like really slept on. It interacts with Pantheon W really well. I'm just surprised that there's no cleaver yet. Oh no. I mean... well played here from Fake God. Like, he's walking to the objective out of base. Like, Digger looking at a timer they think is theirs, but... Fake God turns it. Like, he's at the play. And they just one-shot the Croc. Now, it's traded. They do not get Boogie, though. Good flush. Good flush from Spica. Good all from Spica, too. Okay. And they just don't get a ton for this. Like, Insanity gets out. It's kind of crazy. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, no. I mean, it's the right idea. It's a team recall. Oh, boy. That hurts. Yeah, that's just Dragon. Okay. Alright, so SR gets some much needed gold back, and they get some sums off, so they can play with their conditions now. Why are we here as Dig? Whoa. Dig are so lucky here, by the way. SR should take this fight in a fucking heartbeat. Spica's coming out of death, like, out of, death screen. They win this. I actually really think they win this. Because Hazel should at least, like... yeah, I actually think they would have won that. I mean, B-Boy's here, by the way, guys. Like, he's in range probably, like, what, now? Yeah. Oh, this is, like... They could have sent it. Alright, that's fine. I think they could have sent that fight. I wonder if they think they win the scaling matchup, by the way. I actually, like... Pantheon's an interesting twist on this game. Because I don't know how useful Pantheon is later after the W changes. Because that, for me, makes them quite a bit more useful. Yeah, exactly. Renekton's bot, they know he didn't have TP. Like, they would have had numbers there. I think they should have sent that one. I also just don't like the pocket that Digger playing out of here. I think they feel like their map's small because Renekton can't really sidelane this game. But that makes the Pantheon pick, I mean, super awesome. More reason for the Pantheon pick to, like, actually be good and work. Alright, so SR fix their waves. I dig her up in CS, but I don't think it matters all too much. I also really like the Banshees, or the Verdant Barrier, coming in on Boogie. Actually, it's not the best game for it, I'll be honest, actually. I mean, it gives you good stats. I think the effect's not great, but the stats are for sure good. Still appreciate how disciplined SR are playing, like, in their pockets. Like, you can see Zazel, like, they're controlling one part of the top side river. It was close to mid, now it's close to top. Like, they're at least sticking with it. Nice. Really well done. Okay. That's fine. Still a trade-off for SR. Hex Flash versus no Flash Zyra. Bug. Alright, they dropped Drake for this. So they just don't want to fight. Again, I'm really curious if SR feels like they outscale this game. I think there's some legitimacy to it with the Kai'Sa and the Jhin. I'm just curious because like they're playing with like they aren't, you know. They're playing like time is their friend. I just don't know where Panth scaling like lies in the Renekton matchup after the W change. In theory, I think Panth is very useful this game. I love the Panth this game. Well, you suck in Zyra Ziggs, and even then, like, if you have a full combo coming your way, you can press E, and the damage goes away. Hell yeah. Able to build 3 damage items and still feel really good about where you're at in the game. Hell yeah. Ooh. All right. That was a reach. Good defense by Jensen. Yeah, it's just deep. Again, I appreciate Fake God at least looking like they're trying to use Pantheon timers. This was just a poor one. All right, so dig. Oh, this is where Licorice gets actually fucking walked by Insanity. The gas and the blast cone is very clean here. That's very clean. That's very clean. All right. So the backside of this fight, Boogie nearly gets one shot, but he's able to press R. And that made a big difference, as it pretty much took down Sven and Jensen. And then B-Boy is untouched in this fight. And has a good one. Sven gets him on the back half, but... And then some bops. 4 shot. Good night. And it's a 0 Baron for Dig. They lose turrets. I mean, this was a little bit sloppy in the game. I think SR in a really shit spot here, but it is pretty funny watching Jhin just do this. Guys, solo lane Jhin. He's level 17. What can Croc do if he gets on him? He gets absolutely cooked. Yeah. Level 18 Jhin, Pog. Yeah, I mean, this champ is a menace like at this point of the game. I really think 3, 4, 5 item Jhin is like it's pretty good. The issue is just getting there. And props to SR, like they played like they had time on their side, and I think they were right. By the way, chat, I know that we aren't all Challengers League enjoyers, but we have seen some auction popping up in our Fearless draft. It's been kind of fun. Wonder if we get to see any auction. All right, Zazel. Unseen. So, I mean, Dig R a little bit late on this, right? Like, we just had Speak a Spawn. So, we're really trying to get in here. Like, we are already playing through bot. Not quite as good as playing through mid, but no one wards behind. Zazel gets an insane angle. Like, he's not spotted until he crosses this tri-brush, so that kind of hurts. Usually you see teams, like, set this up. Dig do not set this up. And the opener on this Ven is just massive. He doesn't even get R down. Really good ult from Spica. But at this point of the game, Sanity's kind of walking at people and banging them. Skadoosh. Nice. Really, really well played by Zeyzal here. This is a big error from Dig. Like, I know the Digger, like, they have to play for this dragon a little bit faster, but if you're gonna play this dragon, you gotta cover this, and then you play this. And that's a decent setup if you're gonna play this. But they don't set it up correctly. Zeyzal gets way too good of an angle. Sven cannot react. Really, really well played by SR. That's really well done. But big oops from Dig not warding that backside. Big oops for sure. They didn't have the time they needed to react to that. Good to see smiles on Insanity's face. All right, so SR is committing to the 4-1. If they do 4-1, they can always threaten Pantheon if they get side prio, which they're kind of doing here. So don't mind it. And bot wave's in their favor. So they're chilling. Again, they can always threaten Panth, which here it comes. Sven has flash now. It's a really good entry, though. Yeah, like the two of them completely kill Spico. And because of Fake God's E, he's at half health. That's really big. Yeah, the Panth was legitimately really good this game. I'm a big fan of the Panth pick this game. Good shooting from Jin Sanity, too. Guys, the NBA had Lin Sanity. We have Jin Sanity. How about that? Well played. GG's SR. I mean, there are some good angles. I like the Panth pick a lot. You can play pick and like play for numbers. SR did that really well. Turn that top matchup around. Yeah, well played. Good job, SR. Congrats on the first win. That makes things rather interesting in the LCS with NRG, I think, looking like the fourth strongest team now. But yeah, that said, thanks so much for tuning in to this VoD review, guys. Follow me everywhere, CubbyXX, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. If you guys like this, feel free to drop a like, comment, or a sub, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.